Welcome back to PYJynJoy, Messages from the Divine. This is Charmaine, your holistic life coach, tuning in with you today. We have this is April 12th, 2025. There is a full moon in Libra. So we're going to work on more of astrology today, the moonology, and just get some crystals you can see there. But before we get started with that, let's cleanse the energy of the space. And then prepare our minds from this message from the divine. In working with these cards, I always like to say Moon Goddess Selene. So that's the goddess of the moon, and this is a full moon, and we will call on her to guide us in this reading. But we'll do 3 deep cleansing breaths. Envision white, bright light of the moon shining on you. So on the first, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. So inhale deeply. Feel the cleansing air infused with that bright, powerful white light into your body. Go down into your lungs, filling your heart space, expanding it. And then slowly exhale from your mouth. Sigh it out. Let your shoulders drop, your eyelids flutter closed. Again, inhale deeply. Feel the air sweep into your body, the light reaching out and into your every fiber that you have, from your toes to your head. And then exhale. Release all that no longer serves you. Let it go. Last deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Relax your jaw as you slowly exhale from your mouth. Exhale all the stagnant air, and then let your eyelids flutter open. So, as you can see, here we have my moonstone, and you might be able to see how the light, the blue, it's beautiful. It reminds me of a little. So PYJynJoy, again, it's PY for my dog, my Maltese Ziggy, who liked to eat his poop as a puppy. So nicknamed Piggy, PYJynJoy. And all the dogs, there's Y's because of Josie, because of Kaya, our first Siberian Husky. To all the dogs following after have a Y or a K in their name. So with Kaya, Mystic, Ziggy had the Y, Winston has a W, Ginger has the Y and a J, Mystic had a K and a Y. So that's what we did. But anyway, so this is Moonstone, and I think of it and think of my little Bichon Josie, who's part of PYJynJoy. So it's PY, then JYN is for Ginger, and JOY is for Josie. And with that, she has, as you know, Bichons like these fluffy afros, and they would blow in the wind when she would run around and play. And that's, I would call her Moonbeam, because she had a round head with a round afro. So you can see it's a beautiful stone in the different colors with the blue coming in. And I'll let you know, I'll read a bit for you about it. So with your moonstone, it's all about your life purpose, where life is a journey. We each have a unique calling to find our way along a path to a more purposeful life. So that's what I like to do with evolutionary astrology as a life coach with evolutionary astrology, is to help people find their life purpose, the reason for them to be in this lifetime, to what is your goal for this lifetime. Every life you have a different reason to be here. And it is time to discover a deeper meaning within yourself and ensure the actions you take and the choices you make are, in fact, intentional and purposeful. So live for your purpose. And because each thing that you do, it's not that you can't do something that's purpose. You can run and you can have fun and all that stuff, but ultimately you want to stay focused on what your lifetime purpose is, and that will help you to reach your highest, most brilliant self. And that's where you see with astrology, you have your South Node, which is where you're comfortable in, the things that you in past lifetimes you've done, that occurred in your life, whatever karmic past that you had, and that is what's existing. But your North Node is where you want to head in this lifetime. You want to move away from the past and towards the North Node, which was what what you're here to do, that life purpose. And in looking at your chart, your astrological natal chart, I can help you see what that is. And that's what I like to do with people, because then so many people go around saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Why am I here? And what? And you go through your whole life and not knowing. And then when you finally come upon, because astrology is pretty on point, when you finally come upon it, you're like, wow, I wish I knew sooner. So FYI, the sooner you do it, your children, even the younger adults are listening to this, then you can know for the rest of your life what you should be doing. You help make your life a little easier. So then it says to, how can you make a difference? What can you contribute? What is your legacy? Follow your heart as well as your conscience. Just like the moon waxes and wanes, you may feel at times as though you are getting close to and then further from your true purpose. So in knowing what that true purpose is, then you'll know when you're closer, when you're not. But you know, your body lets you know, because, or the universe will plug you. You keep getting these jobs, you get a job, you stay for a few months, a year, a couple, so, and you don't stay. It's the universe saying that's not for you. Or a relationship. You are with this person and you maybe a few months, or things keep going and it doesn't work, but you keep holding on because that's the comfort, instead of moving away from that and getting to what you need to be, south node, north node. And the universe keep saying, oh, that's not for you. And the more you hold on to what that is and the past, you won't grow into the future. So you won't get what you are here for. So when you know you walk on the path toward your highest purpose, you feel fulfilled and every day. So some of the questions you can ask yourself is, why am I here? What is my purpose on this planet? What would it feel like if I were living my highest purpose? And that's what we can work on. And we'll pull for this full moon what is out there for you. So we'll get into that. And then you have, what you can do is affirm, I walk my path with purpose. So write down 3 things in your life that you would like if you're living your purpose. Okay. What is that? If you were living your purpose, what would it be? Then take that action toward one or more of those values. And that's what we'll look at. So let's set the moonstone here. Let us get into a reading for the full moon. And I love this numerology deck because I've always loved Greek and Roman mythology and the esoteric for quite some time now. And this deck is really on point. So with pulling this, we'll pull 3 cards. Oh, what, my crystals fell. Oh, that's why I don't like to lean on this when I shuffle. But that's okay. I'll give it. I don't see it right now. Okay, so with this, we want to look at what is happening for you, because with the full moon, with the full moon, that's all about things moving away, things that are climaxing, things that are changing. So you have it where you want to ask what is going on, or if you want to get a general questions. So we'll do that. But first, before we get into that, actually, I want to talk more about this full moon in Libra. So the full moon in Libra is a win-win outcome is forecast. And that's funny, like Winston, win-win. So, and then it's the scales. So actually, let me pull that card so you can see what that looks like. I should have had that out for you. But let's see, maybe I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so that's this card. So win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So you see the scale of the Libra. You see it's a pink moon. It's a pink moon that you'll see tomorrow, or rather today, April 12th, and tonight. And you have the full moon in Libra is the sign of partnership and falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. So, Libra is the scales, it's balance, it's ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about romance, it's partnerships, it's your aesthetics, it's music, it's art, it's the beauty, it's Venus, the goddess of love. So since full moons are all about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship, or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us and for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. And that's what I'm saying. Everyone isn't for you, for that life purpose that you have. Remember your moonstone life purpose. And that's okay, because there's someone who really is for you. So it can also be about professional relationships. So the same thing with a partnership, as a business partnership, then that may not be the one for you either. So there's a sense that you need to balance your ego scales with someone else's needs in the partnership. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. So that is your win-win. This is your full moon in Libra. You want to, in doing this, you want to be able to see the other person through the eyes of love. When you look, remember Venus. So when you look at them through the eyes of love, you're not seeing anything negative. You're seeing what's positive. You're more focused on that than what you don't like about them. Give them some grace. So that will change your perspective when you look at them differently. And it's also time to make a firm decision. You don't want to waffle. This is your life purpose. You want to move forward in the way that will help you. And that means decisions. You have to make a decision and to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself so that you can find out what your life purpose is. Tune into some meditation that can help you connect with the divine, with the universe, and give you a better idea of what your purpose is. Sometimes that can come to you through meditation. And you should look at yourself, but don't be vain. Venus is beautiful. It's all about beauty, but don't be so caught up in that that's all that you focus on. There's more to it than that. And it's also great for a makeover time. So you want to do a bit of a makeover, then that's exactly what you should do. You should beautify. And not just yourself, but your home, your environment. That's what you're including as well, because Venus, it also likes to make sure that you're seeing beautiful things. So maybe, and it's spring, so this is April. So do some spring cleaning, spruce up your place. That helps move the energy around. And then you'll feel better. Stagnant air will move, the energy that was set in a certain way. You can change the way your furniture is laid out. So think of the pathways, so the movement of energy through your space. And that's what you want to do. So let us go to do the reading that is for the full moon. So back to that full moon 3-card spread. Let's shuffle and see. So Moon Goddess Selene, what message do you have for the collective? And again, this may not resonate for everyone, but it will resonate for some, and take what you will from it so that you can be your best. That with this full moon that's happening, like I said, it's time for climax, for endings. It's powerful. It is intense. The moon is at its brightest. It's fully visible in the night sky. And you want to take advantage of that time to pull away from what's toxic and no longer serving you. So with that, let's see what we come up with. So we have the first card, what's falling away and what do I need to forgive? And look what we get. The waning moon. What do you need to release? So think about that. Pause and reflect. The waning moon is all about the moon is slowly being covered up by the sun. It's moving. So you see just that little crescent there. So what do you need to release? And think about that. So as you're thinking about it, you want to see what's in your life, what's working, what may not be working. It's time for you to let it go, to think of what will serve you better, to see that it's not necessarily what's right for you at this time. You want things just to fall away. And you want to think about moving forward with as little resistance as possible. It's time to start a new project, maybe. That's something that you want. I'm sorry, it's not a time to start a new project because you don't want to do anything right now that you are releasing. That's not a good time. You may want to say sorry to someone because you want to release. Because even if you don't say it directly to that person, just saying it out loud will help you to take that burden away from you. You're letting that negative energy go and do some energetic work. Like I mentioned, you want to do some meditation, do some yoga, move your body, just like you're moving the energy in your space when you change things around. When you move your body, you're moving the energy, the chi within you as well. So you want to do that. And when you meditate, it's bringing you back into the divine, reconnecting you with it. And then with that, when you clear things away, it also clears your vision. It allows you to see better, to see beyond, to get a glimpse of what's coming ahead. So it's really something that you want to do. And it's like it's when you, it's also this waning period of the moon is when you want to again take time for yourself and let go. And there's some downtime for you. You really just want to think of it like autumn and then winter. So that's why it's a winter snowy scene, because that's when things are being more internalized, and it's a situation that's something that's coming up for you, and it's positive. It's not something bad to release things. It makes room for what's good for you. And then don't try so hard. It's safe. Let go. Move on. You are fine. You don't have to worry. Your security is all there. And it's just that you're time to hunker down, and then you can regenerate and move forward. So now so this is the first card. So then what's illuminated by the full moon? What's it showing you? What do you need to see? Well, that your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And you can see with the Capricorn, and you look at the body of the Capricorn, you think about it. It has the body of a mountain goat, and then the bottom half of a fish. So mountain goats, what do? They climb mountains. Hard work. It's not easy to climb a mountain. And with climbing a mountain, you are working very hard. And then that also with a fish, so you can climb to the highest possible heights, and then you can swim into the deepest depths. So with this is the only creature in the zodiac that is two bodies of two different elements, earth and water, that really is a hard worker. It's not something that's of a normal thing in nature, but it's showing you that those two things and the thing that what you're capable of is so much more. So with that, it's really is a new start. It's more professional in this case because it's like your hard work. It's what your goal. And again, Capricorns like to have a goal. They like to go and do things. It's structure. And then whatever's been going on in your work life, it just heralds a start for a new and improved work cycle. It's the new moon time too. And you can see the moon is dark. That's time when things are happening in the shadows and magic is going about, and the time that you can create in that darkness before it comes out into the light. So you're really getting everything together. So if you're unhappy with your current job, don't worry, because this is showing you the time to either renegotiate your position that you are in, talk to your manager, see about getting that raise. Maybe it's not the money, maybe you want some more time off so that you can do things for you, be with your family more. That negotiation is all sorts of ways that you can get. Maybe work from home a couple of days a week and not necessarily go into the office. Or it could be that you have a new strategy that you need to come up with for your business. So maybe you have your own business. So what strategy do you need to now take on instead of going the same way? You want a different result. So with that, you want to think about where you'll be in 12 months time or even in 5 months time. So what is this trying to show you? So the moon is telling you that now is a great time for you to focus on your work, whether you're employed or self-employed, and make a better difference so that you can see the change in 12 months and 5 months where you'll be. And then you'll inform your best course of action now. So think serious about it. This is something that is going to affect you in the future. Remember, whatever you do today is what happens tomorrow and the tomorrow after. And so you want to be pretty ambitious. You want to be as strong as that mountain goat that's climbing that mountain, or that fish that's swimming so down to the depths. I mean, think of some of those animals, those fish that are down in the depths that we never see. There was an angler fish that came up that's a bottom dwelling fish, deep bottom dwelling fish. It came up to the surface. So those are the ones that had like that little hook, because that's how they attract in those dark depths. That little hook with the little fluorescent on it. That's how they attract the other fish that they will then turn around and eat. It's also that you will be able to make a proper plan now and execute it well. So you're in that phase, like I said, you're working on your magic, getting everything that you want done. It's also a good time for you to study so that you can learn more. And don't try to control things too much, and also avoid anyone who is controlling. But you're ambitious. So Capricorn, Capricorn is all about ambition. It's about building. It's about hard work. The energy of it is it's solid. It's rigid. So once they get that in their head, a Capricorn will, in fact, go full throttle on it. Nothing gets in their way. Think of this mountain goat bump. And sometimes when you see those mountain goats, sometimes the cliff face is sheer, it's straight down, and they are still climbing up. And that's what you want to pull on, draw on these attributes of this Capricorn half sea goat type of situation, And then it's really the best moment to make a list of what your hopes are, your dreams, your ambitions, your intentions for the year ahead. So when you're making that 12-month, 5-year plan, that's the good time to do your manifestation during a new moon as well. So make that planning. You have the discipline, you can achieve whatever it is in your mind that you want. And be strong, be like that mountain goat, be strong, hold your breath. The fish, fish don't need to breathe, but I'm just saying you can accomplish it. You can swim fast, you can move around, you're agile. So now with this card, what's coming next for you? Communication is key. So it's still a new moon, and it's a new moon that's happening in Gemini. So you can see again, it's the new moon. Now we have the twins that are there, and with the all things with communication, that's again, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and that's something that is with communication. And with communication is not always about talk, 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 talk. It's also about listening. So you want to listen as much as you talk. You don't want to overtalk people. And that's something too that you want to keep in mind. But Gemini is all about also with the intellect, your ability to get along with others as well as to understand more. You're curious about things. So with this, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. It's a successful relationship that usually comes down to one thing, and that's the communication. And that's how any relationship is successful, is when you learn and you communicate. And with it being in the new moon, it's all about communicating with that person being the center of your question. It's all about them. And talking things through is the answer, instead of arguing or turning your back or ignoring the situation or putting your head in the sand. You want to talk it through with that person. You can even journal about it to yourself so that before you have that conversation, you can have your thoughts well planned. Mental, Gemini. And Mercury, remember, is also the messenger of the gods. So you want to communicate well, whether it's email, if it's text messages, anything that you're having, and you can have these concerns out. You can get this cleared up, use this time in the new moon so that when the next phase comes about, you're ready and you're able to move forward for that new start that's coming. You have a clean slate that's been wiped clean because you're starting over. You're starting over after having had communication with this person. So it's really a situation where you don't want to be frivolous. You want to get grounded. You want to be serious when you have these conversations, and then really communicate well. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen and then acknowledge what that person is saying and move forward. And make sure the same, it goes both ways. So make sure that they are listening to you. And what you can do also is to write a list of the people that you love most and see if you're prioritizing them and check in with them. And you may think that you are, but you may not be. So now is the time with this new moon, work things out, work things out. So when it comes about, when we're out of this phase, that you're ready for the next phase and it's all time for new. Um, and be clear on how you feel. And you don't want to be in your head so much, or and not so much that you also forget about being in your heart. You want to feel, you want to connect. And that's all also with Gemini, connecting with other, finding that other part of you, that other soulmate, and to socialize. Gemini is all about socializing and communicating. And that's how you get your ideas. Maybe it's a good time for you to travel. There's a lot of energy around this. So it's really the energy of the new moon in Gemini. It's a wonderful time. It's great. You can get out, you can socialize, you can chat. So it doesn't have to be so deep. You can, maybe you've had this period where you were working so hard that you didn't connect with others. So it's letting you know too, it's time to reconnect. It's time to get out there. You balance that work-life relationship. Remember the Libra, it's all about Libra. This is a Libra full moon. It's all about finding that balance. So find the balance between the two. And you also just don't want to be scattered. So Capricorn will not allow that to happen. So you really don't have to worry too much. But it's really a great time. So in looking at these all together, it's really letting you know that at this full moon on April 12th, 2025, that you want to release. You have this this full moon energy. It's very intense. It's the endings, it's the climax, it's conclusions, getting you a chance to let go of things that don't serve you. Think of this as your time to go into yourself and explore what is it that's happening within you and outside of in your life that you can focus on letting go of. And with the hard work that you're doing, that's hard work, self-reflection. So in this case too, it's not just about job, but it's about you working on yourself and making your better self. And that's what you're doing. Excuse me. That's what you're doing with this, is to take on those attributes of a goat, sea goat, and moving it forward, and knowing that you have the ability to communicate it all well. You are someone who has the mental capacity of listening to others, learning from others, being curious about that, and sharing your thoughts and what your beliefs are with them, and getting that back. So it's a really good time. So it's a full moon. It's exciting. It's with Libra. And then I always like to look at the bottom of the deck, and it's just showing that it's a mutable moon, and Gemini is mutable. So you have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So you can see again with the water, it's going back to the sea goat with Capricorn, and the water here is moving. It's high waves. So nothing is completely set in stone, which lets you know you don't have to be in a situation forever. You can change in this communication. That's what this is all about, making change that's going on within this new moon time period, this phase, is to change what's around you. And that's what it is. Nothing is yet set in stone. You have the chance to make changes, make a change for the best. Obviously, you don't want it to get worse. So instead of letting things continue on, you want them to go forward with this communication, working hard on this, and getting yourself together. So let's pull a crystal and see what crystal will help you. So divine, thank you, Moon Goddess Celine, for giving us this reading, helping us to understand what this pink full moon in Libra is all about, and what we need to do, what will serve us best during this phase of the moon. And now, divine, what crystal will enhance this? We know we have our little moonstone, but is there something else that will help us at this time for communication? Oops. So we have aventurine, create your own luck. So that's green with aventurine. It's about your heart chakras with green, so your emotions. And then with your luck, look, it's green. Nothing is set in stone. You're lucky. So be lucky. You'll have that luck after talking with the person. You'll make things better, or people talking with yourself even. Maybe it's you need to change. So you have all of that. You're creating your luck with it, and you will be well. So thank you for tuning in. I hope this resonated with someone. I hope this will help guide you during this full moon, April 12th, 2025, and gives you some insight. If so, I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Please like as well. Kindly like the video. Share it with your friends. This message will resonate with pretty much a lot of people, because this is the time of the full moon. It's letting you know what you need to do now. And you can tune in and get more information by subscribing to PYJynJoy. Look at PYJynJoy.com, where you can schedule your own one-on-one for either life coaching or numerology or tarot readings, all of that. So see you again soon. Charmaine from PYJynJoy.